Podcast, a brand new video. We are doing Ultra Podcast episode 2. And, guys, you remember a few days ago we had released our game collection? It's already outdated. The day of recording this, it's what's the date? 15th of February 2024. I got Call of Duty Infinite Warfare for the PS4. Okay.
I'm here too, by the way.
Let's get right into today's topic of retro gaming. For the sake of this video, we're just counting any games over 15 years old.
I've got the other topics to discuss in this one. Let's just start off with the game that yesterday saved the
video game market.
Yeah.
Entirely. I'm just seeing.
If you have no idea what we're talking about, we're talking about Super Mario Bros. Reading it up, it's shown, when I'm starting it up, it's just showing Super Mario Bros. 3.
Lol.
So yeah, would you to explain a bit about it? So Super Mario Bros. Is a good game. Yeah, it's a little.
I played a bit of it.
It's a little
earlier today.
Yeah, it is a bit simplistic
because it was like an 1980s game.
But if we are talking about what came before it. Going from
what they had to Mario.
No, I'm not the Atari could barely run video games.
I haven't played it, but I'm like 90% sure I've seen it look. It's horrible.
Yeah. So when Super Mario Bros. Came out, everything changed. The sprite studio could get so outdated because that was 1985. So, yeah. So, it single-handedly
saved the gaming industry.
Yeah, and
we just had to talk about it.
Here we are today.
Talking about it.
Talking about it. I have talking about this. Because 15 years under. So we talked about the impact of Wii Sports.
When did that release?
6.
Oh, 6? Really?
Yeah. The same year, yes.
The Wii?
Yeah. Wii, so.
We were in the same store which I got. Infinite Warfare. It's like a retro game style. Retro game store.
I'll put it up for you.
It's a UK shop. You Americans won't have it. It's called CX. And I was just having to look for like the Wii section. And then I saw out of the corner of my eye, it was like at the very bottom in the Wii section.
Wii Sports. But for some reason, it was going for £15, and I asked CBGB, why isn't there a Wii Sports copy for going for £15? Because it comes with every Wii. So, here, I'll give you the explanation. So, yet in the Wii's lifespan, they started selling physical copies of.
Why would they do that?
In case you lost.
How would you lose your Wii Sports copy?
To be fair, it did come in this. It did come in this very small sleeve.
True, it did come in like a really small.
That could just hold the disc.
Yeah,
and that's it.
And like a couple papers.
So, they re-released it.
In like a regular
I don't know how good it sold.
It was £15 in the store.
So yeah, it might not have sold the best, but I don't know unless I check the sales numbers.
I think this just fits perfectly into our restrictions. We can't go talking about old video games and not talk about Call of Duty Black Ops.
Ooh, when was that made?
2009.
Okay, so just... Wait, when was Black Ops made?
It was like sometime in 2009, I think. Could be wrong. It was either 2009.
Oh no, it was 10, so we can technically talk about it.
So Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Ooh, when was that?
Now was 8 or 9. So yeah.
7. Okay, so we can talk
I said
about
it was.
that.
I think I did. I don't know. It was. It was no one released in 2009 then. Now we're released in 2007. We're released in 2009. CBGB's just on Google, just searching.
Oh, that was MW2.
MW2. MW2 released before Modern Warfare 2 released. But then what released in 2008? That's weird. Because I'm just getting into COD. I have 4 or 5 because most of them were on PlayStation Plus, and the other one I have is Warzone, and I also bought Infinite Warfare today for like £5.
A World at War.
World at War. I think I was close to buying that game earlier. Think so, anyway. I think it was on like the PS3 and I was close to buying it or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's get back to the other one.
Yeah. So
Should we go into Night's Yap or should we save that for later?
we haven't fully gone through. So I don't think I have not played any of those Call of Duties which were released in that time.
now.
So, for now, anyway.
If the community put...
That was released later on as like a remake of the
Yeah.
game. So it's
But
not the official
it
game.
technically counts, though.
The game I got today was the 2016 one. I'm just seeing if I have like any like oldish
You got
games
ta-
that we can talk about in
got-
this collection. Yeah, we have.
We can talk about...
We can talk about
let's talk about
later.
Let's talk about the older games.
Yeah. Here's the
So
thing.
why not the one...
Pokemon has been around since 1996, I'm pretty sure. Like, originally in Japan, it released in 96. Either way, the originals we can talk
It's
about.
good.
It's up till... we can talk about Hard Gold onwards. So, like,
Yeah, yes,
Gens
yes.
1 to 4.
Let's just talk about some RPGs that came out. So, don't worry, I won't talk about Final Fantasy yet. Not yet.
We have one original Game Boy game
So,
in our collection.
okay, so there's Super Mario RPG, which...
You have the remake of. And
Yeah.
the original on, like, the
Yeah,
SNES Mini.
fun fact, it never actually came to Europe. It was too late in the
They
life
didn't...
span.
Nintendo Power also not come to Europe. Didn't you say that?
I am gonna have to Google.
You said that earlier.
I know I did.
But it didn't.
I swear I heard that, though. To talk.
Okay. So, basically, Pokemon is like... Have you ever had that game that is... You probably have. That you're just really addicted to. Like a franchise, but you're just really, really addicted to.
It was a United States only.
Okay. Like a game franchise which you're just really, really addicted to. And you just want to get every single one in your games. That's me with Pokemon. I have almost every region. I have Red on the 3DS Virtual Console. I have Crystal on the Virtual Console. I have the original Ruby, and you have a GBA to go inside with it. I'm holding it in my hands. You can't see it, but I swear I'm holding a GBA with Ruby. Like, listen to this. That's GBA buttons. So, yeah. I have Pearl, Platinum, and Heart Gold. I need Soul Silver and Diamond to get everything. And Shining Pearl to get every single Sinnoh game. No, I need Diamond and Shining Pearl to get every single Sinnoh game. To get every single Gen 4 game, I need Soul Silver and Diamond.
I'm sorry to say this, but there isn't very much RPGs to talk about that we have yet. Let's talk about the ones we haven't played. Earthbound.
I think I've heard of that game once.
Earthbound is a classic RPG which, fun fact, was technically a sequel, but never came.
The original never
to
came.
the West.
In the West?
It came to Japan, and it was yet to be released, but it never left Japan.
The original?
And the sequel.
And Earthbound?
The sequel that came after Earthbound.
Oh.
That came on the CBA, the one you're holding. So, yeah, that's just kind of sad. Is it finally time to talk about it?
Before you talk about that, I'm going to do this. Everyone, I know I never say this because I just think it's weird asking people to do this, but
so
honestly, can you just please subscribe?
We have a lot of videos
planned for this year.
And
I'd love for just one of them to just blow up overnight.
Because surprisingly, the FNAF videos been doing
Yeah.
It's not been. What's the FNAF video? It's actually kind of good.
This is my proposal to use. If yous get me a lot of subscribers, I'll give back by doing better and better videos.
More
Videos. Like we have a whole list of like 40 odd videos planned for this year.
And if we can do it once we reach 100, shall we announce a yacht of them?
We'll announce like 20 a number.
Yes.
If we haven't done 20, if we haven't done all beforehand.
We will. As I say, thank you.
And if we do like somehow do it, not all of the profits will be coming back into it, because I still need to like grow, say, my collection, or like
Clone Army too.
Clone Army.
Yeah.
The profits will go to that.
Yeah.
But I'm also gonna be putting some of the profits, like probably if this blows up, I'll be able to just buy this instantly. I'm currently stuck playing my GBA Game Boy games on a non-backlit Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, here we go.
I'll be putting some of it towards GBA SP, just so I can actually see my games properly. That's an actual video.
that wasn't cut. Yeah, that wasn't like part of like
post commentary.
Yeah, that wasn't like post commentary. He just came in and just said that.
I don't know why I just did that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's finally time. The impact of Final Fantasy. So, I'm not talking about that, but it did define
we haven't
what an RPG is.
Why don't we talk about that after? Because there's another game franchise which released way before, like 2001, which we haven't talked about yet.
So we talked about the console wars.
Let's talk about that after we talk about today's sponsor. I'm joking.
Wait!
We're kidding. We don't have a sponsor.
This.
We're talking
The
about
best mod channel, so.
Halo.
Yeah. Halo.
Great game.
He's paid five minutes of it.
I have all the mainline ones. Halo,
But
Halo 2.
Yeah. And who wants to buy Halo Wars? I really want to know.
That was about the console wars.
Yeah.
So, which parts in console wars?
Yes, to stick with the
The new one,
Oh no, I was more talking about the old ones.
like the Sega V.
Nintendo versus Nintendo one.
Nintendo versus Nintendo.
Nintendo. You know what I mean? Do you want me Nintendo? I'd be Sega. It's
I honestly hate console wars.
I know, there's no point.
You just like what you like.
To be fair, back in the 80s, Nintendo did
Dominate.
was actually a bit of a mean company.
Let's actually have a talk about Nintendo here.
So,
I think this is weird how Nintendo's structured.
okay, speak.
So, the way it's structured is Nintendo of America is just basically fine with anything, but if it gets too big and Nintendo of Japan hears about it, they shut it down immediately. If it's like a fan game and Nintendo of Japan hear about it, they shut it down immediately.
No, this isn't really retro gaming. Should we just talk about Power World for like a minute?
Here's two things. One thing, I don't know how Power World has not been taken down yet. And secondly, there's one big fan Pokemon game. It's called Infinite Fusion. If you're a Pokemon fan, you'd probably have heard about it. It's like one of the biggest fan games of Pokemon in the world.
Yeah,
the biggest. But somehow it hasn't been taken down yet. Even though it's like one of the biggest
and just a simple Super Smash Bros. Tournament was
just
removed.
like a small Smash tournament was like not allowed to be like.
They removed the Mario Kart. They removed all traces of Mario and yet the Japan Street go karting.
No, and the weirdest thing is that Smash Bros. Event. I'm pretty sure all profits were going to charity.
Mm-hmm.
Like Nintendo of Japan's ruthless.
Yeah, now I'm done. Yeah, so we talked about Knight's Yap and the
I have never
fail
heard
of the fail of the job of video games and how they were a menace to society. So this is Knight's Yap. Okay. So Knight's Yap was an interactive movie actually. Which was actually a really cool idea. So it's actually kind of like FNAF. I'm kinda.
What, didn't like FNAF come out in like 2014 or something?
Yeah.
So you can't talk about that currently.
So they worked on this game for many years, and stuff like the pictures here, like you can see that, like it's an actual movie that you can just play.
True.
But the game was okay. The game sold okay.
Steam gave it a 9 out of 10. IMDb gave it a 6.2, and Amazon gave it a 4.2.
I mean, the game did well sales-wise until it viewed the video game market.
What do you mean?
Okay. So...
When did it come out, by the way?
It came out about...
80s? 84? 82? What?
It came out in 92.
Okay, 92.
So, it came out, but then, okay, so this was like, I'm pretty sure. So the parents came like, oh no, because there was like a faint scene.
Like one scene
of like a bathroom scene. Like it wasn't graphic anything. It was just like these weird dudes
being weird.
Here's a good picture for you. That's
I can barely tell.
That's the thing.
I can barely tell what it is.
Exactly, and that was like the fail. That was like if you fail
a certain thing, and
so and then it's like, no, that cannot be shown, even though that was a game over sequence. So then it's like, oh yeah, also Mortal Kombat exists. So then it's like, ban video games, please.
And then they succeeded at one point or something.
They had the PEGI and ESRB ratings. That's how they.
That's how ESRB.
That's how they fixed it.
Okay.
But and I told you this. So in that court case, it was a Sega CD game, by the way.
Okay.
Nintendo said Nightcap would never, ever be on a Nintendo console.
But it's on the Switch.
A Nintendo console.
On
a Nintendo console. On a Nintendo console. Wait, it's £11.
Editor CBGB adds a picture of the Switch.
So yeah, it's...
Sure. Doesn't all companies lie at some point?
Yeah. I like your face.
Let's just continue.
Okay. So yeah, that's kind of that story.
Let's talk about one of if we can't talk about retro games or consoles without talking about the PS2.
Okay. And we talk
Just
about
the PS2 entirely.
Dirge of Cerberus. No one knows that game exists.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's Final Fantasy.
Okay.
We haven't done about Sonic the Hedgehog yet.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog. So, yeah, of course, Sega was a bit mad, like, Nintendo, why are you hogging all of the... Because,
games.
Fun fact, the Game Developers were forced to sign an agreement if they wanted their games to be on a Nintendo console, saying...
You have to only be on our console.
Yeah. Like, it was an NDA. Like,
No, it's an NDA.
Non-disclosing. That's not very... I do a comparison, because that's, like, you can't talk about spoilers of Chapter 3 of Poppy... I can't talk about that either. So, yeah, they kind of just... And Sega was just, like, no, we have to make a console. So they just keep on saying. So they created a game series called IX Kids.
I have actually heard of that.
And it did not work.
Well.
It did not work. So that's no. And in 1992, to solve their brand new...
It was 91, I think.
Sega Mega Drive for Genesis. We got Mega Drive here. They created Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic the Hedgehog! It was bad.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
But it blew up. The original game was bad, by the way.
The first Sonic game was bad?
Yeah. It was a platformer, but you still had the speed of Sonic the Hedgehog. So, yeah, so... But it blew up. Like, it actually outsold
Mario.
Nintendo's sales in that holiday season. And mind you, See, I just wanted to see the Nintendo of America's
Face.
the Nintendo CEO's face when they
Reggie.
that was not in the 90s.
He was like early 2000s.
Yeah. That was at the Wii U era, so...
No, that was DS era.
Wasn't it? Oh,
I remember seeing a thing from a YouTuber,
president.
like, holding.
He became president in a
while later.
Yeah.
Okay.
So... That... I just wanted to see the face when the Nintendo of America president realized when they saw that they've been outsold by a newcomer called Sega.
You're not old.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that story. So we talked about the first E3. So we're going back to Sega. So they came in for the first E3 to show off their new console, the Sega Saturn. And they announced it at like $6.99, which was extremely absurd for your
£6.99 or
no,
£699?
£699.
Oh.
So they did that, and they announced, you can buy it in stores now. Yeah, they did a saddle drop of a game console. So yeah, multiple stores just went, nah, we're not selling we're not selling a Sega Saturn. So yeah, so it's horrible. So emphasis on the $6.99 part. Wait, no, was it $5.99? It was $5.99, I think.
Lol.
So then Sony came up as the newcomer, and the president of the president of PlayStation came up and did a very small speech, but one that gets in the heads of most gamers today, actually. He came up and said these words. $4.99 and just left the States. But no, that actually was so iconic. Because, mind you, the Sega Saturn was $5.99. So to see a newcomer get more, be 100, I'm just gonna say dollars, cheaper. And plus, PlayStation Store are the good,
exclusives.
Yeah. Final Fantasy.
It's terrible.
They also stole, actually a fun fact.
They also had Gran Turismo.
So fun fact, what console do you think of when you hear the words, Tomb Raider?
360 with Tomb Raider Underground.
I'm talking about the original.
PS1.
Yeah, and Resident Evil. The original.
I don't think
It's PS1. But actually, a very fun fact.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, whilst we're recording this, I'm just playing Mario Sports Superstars Tennis.
Because who the hell would... Fun fact, those games came out on the Saturn.
And then PlayStation just stole it.
No. Like, everyone thinks it was a PlayStation thing. It was on the Saturn.
Was Gran Turismo originally a PlayStation thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you're one of their exclusives.
True.
So yeah, let's talk about... I know I'm just talking about the PS conferences.
We can't... No. What another thing is... the reason why Sony made PlayStation.
Oh yeah, we're talking about that. Okay, go ahead.
because because Nintendo and PlayStation were trying to make what's it, like
They were planning
a CD attachment for the SNES, but
they called the PlayStation.
But Nintendo decided to make it with Philips, and it's
called
the Philips CD, or was it
CDI?
Which flopped.
Yeah.
And then in response, Sony just made the PlayStation.
Yeah. Let's just see how that went. Yeah. Let's see that chip right there. That's all you need to see. So yeah, I maybe saw they actually tried to do a Sega too. So yeah, they only became. Soon we talk about the end of Dreamcast. You know what's coming? So the Dreamcast, which was after the Saturn, did pretty well.
But
not good enough to save Sega though. Because they
didn't make consoles after that.
Yeah. So now, let's just go into the child's mind. Actually, let's just go. You are a Sega fan and hate Nintendo. In 2002, go to the store. You see Sonic Adventure 2 Battle
on the
Nintendo GameCube.
Lol.
Here's another thing. The fall of the gaming market in 1984. So, just to put this into perspective here. Okay, I'm doing another one of those. You're a little child. It's Christmas Day. You're going down the stairs or whatever. And your mum and dad come in there to say, "Oh, son, to open up your presents." And you pick one that looks exactly like an Atari game. You peel the wrapper slightly. You see the Atari logo. I think, I don't know how the boxes look like.
No, they used to, for some reason, have like the top thing on the front of the box.
So you peel it more. Sylvia's yet away here.
Oh.
Can you see where I'm coming?
Yeah.
So you wrap it all the way up, and you see E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
The worst game in all existence, besides Jumanji.
What? Oh yeah. And you're just like, "Thanks, I really enjoyed the movie." Yes, the game. You ruined my favourite film. Oh, poor little Timmy's. Why did I make that so in depth? Why did I make that so in depth?
I don't know. Because you're weird.
Metroidvanias.
What?
That is all.
What's next?
What is next?
The current console wars.
But we have done retro consoles, so... give us a second. We'll be figuring out some stories to tell.
But we never had.
So yeah, I guess this is yours. The Pokemon Resurgence of... Not Resurgence. The Pokemon... Big. Pokemon New Big. Do you want to talk about this subject? The Pokemon Surge of 96.
I'm not that in depth into the old games because they're
bad.
No, because I've never played. I've only played Red, and that's on the 3DS.
Yeah, after you played Hard Gold. You played Gold, technically.
On the eShop.
I was talking about Hard Gold, but kind of the same.
No, they aren't.
Okay. So you up some fun facts. So yes, of course, every good thing people will think it's bad. Parents will think it's bad for you. You know what? People start thinking it was because of the ant. It was because of the Antichrist. For the Antichrist, yeah,
What's the
satanic.
Antichrist?
Oh.
I don't know.
Because of one
What is it?
evolution. People think that kind of removes Christian beliefs. So that kind of caused a lot of controversy. Well, you thought I was going to say something else. Let's just talk a bit. Like, this isn't gaming about the games themselves. How about the video game movies were back then? Okay, yeah, okay, no. I'll take a kind of like the original Super Mario Bros. Movie. Yeah, Burn Me in the Fire. It's a good standalone movie. Not the fact as in it's a good Mario movie. Would you agree with that?
For back then, it was a good movie.
So yeah, it was. Is that about the souls actually? So remember there was I'm just gonna go into Crash Bandicoot.
Oh yeah, that game exists.
Crash Bandicoot was kinda the third part of the console wars. So okay, there goes my sources. We're just probably gonna finish this off in a few minutes, aren't we?
Yeah.
So, would you like to tell some stories?
Don't really have any stories to tell.
So,
Really.
like the first FIFA or something.
Yeah. FIFA actually, I think, came out in '92. Actually,
Okay,
guys.
well.
For like, I think it was PC only.
Okay.
The original. I don't know. No, it was for the Sega.
Sega.
The original.
I'm probably done.
Guys, if this video gets to 10 likes, we'll do a digital game collection video.
Everyone watching, yay!
Oh! You want us to do a digital game collection
I
of
just
all
thought
of
it
our
would be kind
digital
of funny.
games?
Yeah. Not all of them.
Like our PlayStations and...
The one that's down Yodi's.
Yeah.
So... The funny thing is... His face. No, let's just have a wee off-topic chat at the end of this. Should we do that at the end of all of these?
Yeah.
Okay. We did about our channels for 3 minutes.
If I get to 100 subs, we're gonna do an 100 sub special of
which will be an auto podcast.
And it'll be about my channel's history.
And announcing some of these.
Like 20 of them. I think we already mentioned that earlier.
We have. Should we announce one now?
Yeah. Let's announce one every video.
Okay, pick one to few.
the first one on the first page.
Apex Legends with the boys!
So at some point, if we get the players, we're going to be doing Apex Legends with CBGB,
Hello.
Nightmare Frostbear, and I will all be playing Apex together.
You probably noticed that the ABS and Bobby just it's not your own video, but
Maybe me and Nightmare Frostbear, you won't have to. Just if Nightmare Frostbear wants to do one, he can make one.
yeah, I feel
that's us for today,
let's
guys.
just give away thanks for watching. I'm really happy to have this back. The older podcast. I feel it's a very fun idea.
Yeah, I like just having a podcast where we can talk about things.
Beans. So yeah, subscribe and subscribe. See this come back.
Subscribe for episode 3.
I am begging you.